Hello, this is Capture Fail, and this is the second part of my Survival Permadeath Runner Fallout 4. During the gap between parts 1 and 2, I've dismantled practically everything in Sanctuary. I also built a water pump and a bed, the sort of minimal for survival, because it takes time to go through and dismantle everything. Now I'm going to pre-build some of the things that will be needed later for the Minutemen's construction quest. So I usually make this prefab here and put the 4 beds in it. The 5th one is in my old house, in my old bedroom, our old bedroom. Mine and my late wife's. That's 4. 5 beds. That's what's going to be required for the quest. You can see the water pump on the right there, near the garage. Now I need defence. One single defence turret will do it. It's harder to pre-make the food for the quest because there's no food, no extra food apart from what's already planted to be had here in the town. I have to wait till I go a little further towards Concord or out to Abernethy's farm. Now, I'm going to make a lot of these raider cages because I have tons of steel, as you can see there. Had about 900 steel, and I'm doing this just to work up to the next level. There are certain basic skills I want before I go out there. Now, I've already got an advance in agility, improving the pistol damage. That's stealth. That's my other number 1 skill. Sometimes I create a whole lot more and go up another level. Yes, this will take a little longer, but I do want Chemist as soon as possible because I'll be facing mole rats and they can give you disease. Antibiotics are absolutely essential. On survival, disease can be really crippling. It can make the run impossible. So that was why I took enough intelligence for the Chemist perk. But with glowing fungus and acid, and I think also a stim pack and a purified water, I can make my own antibiotics. I didn't find any on the way to the Sanctuary, but I think there must have been 1 dose in one of the containers around town, because after I quickly took everything down, I saw there was 1 in the workshop cabinet. I could have edited this out as well, but edits are always suspicious when you're doing a permadeath run. I should say that in the middle of doing the dismantling, I saved game on a bed that I made in my old bedroom. I needed sleep. And I used the pump for the water, but I still need food. It's not an urgent matter while I'm doing all this construction and deconstruction. No drugs in this run, no performance enhancing drugs that is, no alcohol, no explosives. I won't be laying mines or throwing grenades or Molotovs. And there's level 4. So I'll go in and give myself chemist. Intelligence 7 required. There we go. I think I'll take Lone Wanderer next. I'll dismantle all those sometime when I want to use the space for something else, like the teleporter. Now, again, with what's around town, I can make some improvement to it. Increased its damage. Long barrel, but now I'm out of probably either screws or a G-sieve to make any more changes to that gun. I'll probably be able to do what I want after doing the Red Rocket service station. Yeah, I just want to sort out what things come with me and what stays behind here at the workshop. Don't need the cram. I keep mods in the cabinet because they can make it easier to take a good mod off of a gun you find, because you've got to have something to replace it with. So keep the low level ones in the cabinet. No, those fatigues are not as good as the Fallout suit. And we're off, leaving Sanctuary. I've been this far. Take those things just at the entrance to the bridge. Now, I'm assuming anyone who's interested in this sort of run has played Fallout 4 before. So you know how this place goes. After you greet the dog, mole rats start popping up. So I'm going to pick up things that you don't get from dismantling before I talk to the dog. And that's all of that. And claim the workshop. And now I can dismantle. everything around this place. It's not going to take as long as Sanctuary Hills, so I won't cut it out. Badly clipped tyre there. The idea is I break down most of what's here, and not the facilities though, and I carry back to Sanctuary not the heavy stuff like steel, wood and rubber, but all the things I might need a little more of. And that should enable me to do the rest of my mods on my gun. Mods that can be done without gun nut, that is. I've got several things that are a higher priority than getting gun nut. Spring in the toaster. Mostly want to get cabinets so that what's in them will go to the workshop. Vending machines. Ah, there's a Nuka-Cola. Got to come out of construction mode to grab that. Just take some things that are in the way. Like this pile of tyres. Okay, time to talk to Dog now.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
You want to come with me, pal?
Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Wearing that army cap, my perception is effectively 10. Yeah. Have to wait for the mole rats. Standing on this car to avoid them burrowing out of the earth right alongside of me. I'm in stealth. That's more to be able to see the word hidden or caution or danger than it is about thinking I can hide from them in bright daylight. Here we go. I'm just going to get a clear shot at them. 95 there. Now that one's hidden. 66 perhaps. Yep. One's gone down. I've never bothered to count these. Whoa! I got hit from behind. They can reach me from behind this car. That's not fair. I've got that one, and I'm down to about 60% health. Danger, I'm going to have to look for the last one or two. It's only hit points, I don't have an injured limb or head. So I want aid, water, purified water. Come on, show yourself. Only a coward hides. Could start picking up the mole rat meat. Here it is. And we're on hidden, so it's probably in all of them. Meat. Bottle caps and meat. Got no use for the teeth. Another meat. Let's go cook. Roasts. All rat chunks. Three. That's 1.5 meals. Most food items are only half a meal. Now, these are the things that I want just a bit more of over in Sanctuary. I'm not going to be coming constantly back to Sanctuary in the corner of the map in the long term. I'll be moving my operations. The most convenient place in the middle of the map is Hangman's Alley. So at some point that will become my new headquarters. I'll take the plastic. Pre-war money is weightless. Counts as cloth, I believe. Springs. Surgical tray is aluminium. Glue, definitely. To make this a place where I can save the game, I'll make a bed here. No, Doc, I don't want to assign you anywhere. A water pump will be very useful here. Place to heal or cure thirst. But it needs concrete. So I believe I can scrap the fire and yet without destroying the cooking facility. So now, there it is. It's made this place much more useful. Oh yes, the new bottles, you can fill them up. Thought I heard another mole rat there. Dog.
Hey.
I know the dog has a high stealth rating, but I prefer to do stealth characters alone. I'll send Dog back
How
to
you doing,
Sanctuary Hills
Might be best if we split up for a while, boy.
until he's needed again. And something gives me the feeling I will need dog meat again. Right. I'll get those 2 blood bugs out of the way and take the meat that they're feeding on. Oh, that took a lot of shots, despite surprise. No, I have no surprise with this one, so I might give it a crit. Yep, critical strike, turned it into a one-hit kill. Now that's one worry out of the way. Can't find its body though. There's the meat. Now, there's experience points for discovering things. I'll just nip into the discovery point for Concord. Now, there's a few things in this house. Not many houses in Concord that actually have something worth having, but this is one of them. The bright blue Nuka-Cola Quantum. Some drugs to sell. There'll be some food out the back that I can take and replant at Sanctuary. Goods. Yeah, in this little area, there's one more thing. That's this mole cave that is going to provide me with glowing fungus for the antibiotics. Okay, the mole rat den contains 3 mole rats in the main cave and a bigger one, or higher grade one, further in. One of 4. 2 of 4. Whoa, that one popped out of ground, but this one. 3 of 4. Right, get their meat while I remember where they are. I don't want to miss that blue container. Rat meat 2. One more somewhere. Glowing fungus. There it is. In this little area, there's a potato. I can plant that for food. Almost everything was useful in that bag. Now I want to nip in and grab the fusion core. As I said, I probably won't be using power armor very much, as little as possible. But there is Vault 81, 80 something, where I need 3 of those fusion cores to get in. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do about bobbleheads, whether I'll try to collect them all. I think if I get to a point where getting the most difficult bobbleheads is not as hard as finishing off the main story, then I will.
Yes.
So my main strategy with this stealth shooter, is to do everything in sequence of difficulty. And I've played the game enough to make a pretty good judgment of what that is. More fungus. That's about it. I think it's time to go home. Just a few more fungi. Right, finally got my reload sorted out. Yeah, I wish I could cut out these loading screens, but I'm trying to make each installment one continuous video. Unedited. Welcome back to Sanctuary Hills. Place full of empty houses now. First, dump all the junk and ingredients. Chemistry. Alright, I can make some jet for selling. I know I've got the fertilizer and plastic. Fertilizer's rare, pretty rare. Yeah, healing. Most important thing, make antibiotics, as many as possible. It's using up my purified water and stim packs, but that's okay. Antibiotics are much more important. One refreshing beverage. That's one of the few instant heals in survival mode. Possibly the only one. And cooking. We have more rat chunks from the little cave and ribeye steak from the cow. And that's it. Now, let's see about my gun. I made 2 changes to it, but I wasn't able to improve the sights, but I can now. I'd rather not have a reflex sight, or just have a glowing sight, but a better grip, improved recoil. and aimed accuracy. Right, that's the best my 10mm pistol can be for now.